I've noticed that so many conversations circulate around how to heal from gut issues, how to heal from gut dysfunction, but what if we started talking about how to prevent it in the first place? Hi, my name is Kimberly McIntyre. I am a biblical nutrition and wellness coach, and today we are going to be talking about tips and tricks to actually prevent the gut health issue in the first place. If you have started noticing that you aren't eliminating daily, that you are experiencing bloating, stomach cramping, maybe a little bit of inflammation, you wake up in the morning and your stomach doesn't feel right, this video is for you. I am getting ready to make my breakfast, and I thought it would be a great opportunity for us to talk about the things that can help prevent gut dysfunction. So many videos are talking about how to heal. Not many are actually talking about how to prevent, and it is much easier to prevent a disease, to prevent dysfunction, than to overcome it. Overcoming it can be a little bit more complicated. I don't really have a typical day. I have a list of things that I want to be mindful of, like having enough fiber in my day. I try to get between 35 and 45 grams of fiber every day. I do want to make sure that I get clean protein. Notice I did not say excessive protein, tons of protein. I don't need a ton of food. I just need nourishing foods, and that is what the gut needs. One thing we do want to be mindful of is eating when we're hungry and stopping when we're full. Overeating can be a source, a part of the puzzle when we are talking about gut dysfunction. So by constantly stretching out the stomach and causing distress, that can be a source, a piece of the puzzle when we're trying to figure out how to prevent gut dysfunction. So eating when we're hungry, stopping when we're full is definitely a part of the plan. In order to prevent gut dysfunction, we have to be hydrating. When people come to me and they're going through my program time and time again, they are not hydrating enough. They are in a dehydrated state. So anything I tell you as far as what you're going to need to eat, you have to have water to flush it through. We want to make sure that we are well hydrated. That works best when we have enough minerals on board, because minerals are the drivers. They drive the nutrients, they drive the hydration into the cell. This is my amount of water that I need to have every day. I use this ball jar because I can see I slack off because I don't have that trigger, that thing every time I walk by the kitchen I get to see this. So however you do this, whatever works for you, just get some type of indicator to help you be mindful. I know that there's apps that can help remind you need water. I had a client that said that anytime she would leave the room, she had to have her water in her hand, and so that made her mindful. Get a pretty cup, put fruit in it, whatever it takes. This is major, and so many people can heal their body just with water. If that's their problem, dehydration is a real thing. I like to use trace minerals. I just put a few in my water every single day. If you get too much, it just comes out in your urine, so you don't really have to worry about that. And then I also use quality sea salt, which also helps to add trace minerals. And sometimes I will take a pinch before I drink water. I actually think it tastes lovely. It's interesting because if I put the salt in my water, I don't like it. It makes me feel like I'm drinking seawater, and that's not fun for me. But to just put it on my tongue is lovely. I actually have had a lot of water today, but I have a container next to my bed, which is a great idea because when you get up first thing in the morning, you want to be drinking water. So before I even get out of my bed, I've got I'll show you. I love this for travel, and it has an on and an off, so you can turn it off so it doesn't leak. But anyway, I have this right beside my bed. So as soon as I wake up in the morning, I see this, and I have to take a sip. This is how much I need per day. I get to track it. Track it, very important, at least until you get used to it. Whatever it takes, it's that important. Whoops. It's 10:30. It's a little bit late, but I had a very busy morning. What we need to do, because some people don't think about what we do as being a part of prevention, and it's very important. So we want circulation, we want oxygen, and the first thing I did this morning, well, not the first thing, but close to the first thing, was get out in the sun and walk. I'm stimulating circulation, using up a little bit of cortisol. Now I am super hungry and I'm ready to get down to business. Yesterday I had Greek yogurt. I am now out, and so today I am using cottage cheese. I actually bought this cottage cheese because I want to make cottage cheese pancakes, but I haven't gotten around to that yet. So I'm just doing a scoop of cottage cheese. Now, not everyone should be eating cottage cheese because not everyone tolerates dairy well. So know your body, but think of this as protein and probiotics. If you're getting quality, and if we want to prevent dysfunction, quality is at the top of the list. 100% makes such a big difference night and day. So I can go and get something that says it has probiotics, and by the time I get them in my hand, they're not alive. So you want to make sure that you know your companies, you know that your companies are doing a good job. This has good probiotics, good healthy source of protein, 14 grams of protein for half a cup. That looks about like half a cup to me. So we're starting the day out well, and again, just think of this as protein. So if dairy doesn't work for you, switch it for something else. But quality dairy in small amounts, my body handles very well. Next, we are going to be adding berries, which are high in antioxidants, great for circulation, and have a good amount of enzymes. Probiotics, prebiotics, enzymes all work together to form a healthy gut and a healthy digestive system. When we talk about the gut, it's like, I don't know, you kind of feel like it's like the central system, maybe the stomach, we're thinking about the stomach, but the gut is much more than that, and digestion is much more than that. So digestion actually starts with what we see and what we smell, and then what we taste starts it actually starts here, because it starts with what we see and what we smell, and I can already feel those enzymes in the saliva getting going. You can feel that burst of saliva coming in the mouth, and you want that. I've heard many people say that they have dry mouth, and dry mouth is an indicator of a problem, and probably either dehydration or medication causing the problem. And if we don't have that saliva kick with those enzymes, it can affect our teeth and it can affect our digestion big time. So that's good. I can feel that going. So we are supporting that. We are stimulating that by eating foods rich in enzymes. High processed food diet has hijacked our enzymes, and many times, like when you're chewing gum, the body thinks it's eating, so it produces enzymes. Over time, it's like, oh, we're doing this, but nothing happened. I'm gonna back off of enzymes, set up for disaster. So then when we're eating food, high processed food, chewing gum, things that are disrupting our own enzymes, the body is not producing those enzymes as much as it should, and then you're not breaking down the food, and you're not absorbing the nutrients, and now we have a nutrient absorption issue, which is called a methylation problem. The body's not methylating. So we want real live foods. You want 50% raw, 50% cooked. They both have value, but I'm starting my morning with raw. And these are dense in nutrients, but not heavy in the calorie department. I don't count calories, I count nutrients. So I'm just gonna give these a little chop chop, and we're gonna put them in our bowl. And I'm only doing 2 because these are big. They're really big. And I wanna share all the fabulous things. I'm hearing a lot of people, I'm sorry, but my channel is gonna be I'm swimming upstream, because I don't agree with what people are saying, and I'm seeing it playing out. We are not looking at root problems, we're treating symptoms. We're not gonna get very far that way. One of the things that they are saying, I hear over and over again, is salads failed me. Salads didn't help me. Salads are causing gut dysfunction. If you can't eat a healthy salad for lunch because it causes bloating, cramping, you need to solve your problem, because we should be able to eat those salads, and that is what you want in order to support a healthy gut, a healthy microbiome. So we want to look at what is going on and fix that so that we can eat the salad, because a strong, healthy gut, a strong, well-functioning digestive system can eat the salad, especially the way I'm going to show you how I do it for lunch. Can't wait for that. Blueberries, and we're going to do a big old handful. This is where healing is. This is where prevention is right here. These blueberries, these strawberries, those beautiful bright colors are what we want. Those antioxidants are what we're after, and lots of vitamins and minerals. I love a little granola. I recently got some cereal. This is the Ezekiel 49 almond. It is like a healthy, I say healthy, grape nuts, but better. And it is organic. It is a good source of fiber. Fiber, when clients come to me, the first thing I look at is fiber, because I am focusing on healing the gut, and fiber is always missing when a client first comes to me. Fiber is what helps get everything out and remove toxins and keeps you from being bloated and cramping. We have got to look at fiber, and high processed foods have hijacked us. That is not the type of fiber that you want, if it even has any. Typically it's void, it's been pulled out, it is missing cofactors, wreaking havoc over our body. We're just gonna sprinkle that on here. It gives it really good flavor, really good crunch, and it's adding fiber. And it makes me really happy because it is so delicious and really clean ingredients. Typically, cereal is not where it's at. Cereal is not healthy. The majority of them are not. But the Food for Life does a really good job with their sprouted grains and clean ingredients. So this is breakfast. Take a look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm gonna show you a little up close and personal because it's super fun. And you could add a banana to this, maybe a half of a banana. In fact, you know what? I think I'm going to. Have you noticed that bananas get a really bad rap? You know, don't eat the banana, it causes diabetes or whatever. Bananas are so good for you and such a great source of potassium. And it's so interesting because God knew exactly what he was doing when he put his food, this is God food, together, because it comes with its cofactors and its enzymes and the things that it needs to digest properly. And bananas are very soothing. When someone is suffering from certain illnesses, we will recommend the brat diet, which the bananas are on there, because it's very easy to digest. Don't forget the things that are actually healthy that many are saying aren't. And anyway, there's that. I'm gonna put this to the side. I'm gonna go eat that in a minute, but I wanna finish this first. Another excellent thing, healthy oils, and that would be a quality olive oil, high polyphenol counts. Olive oil is excellent for the gut, but you want to make sure that it's quality. And then coconut oil, same with this. You want to make sure that you know your brands. Coconut oil is antimicrobial, antibacterial, antiviral. If you had candida, it's helping to clear out candida from your mouth, but also from your system. Easy way to treat. I had the Aldi brand, and it just did not taste like what I was used to, and I ended up throwing it away before I finished it. This brand, it tastes so good. You can taste the difference once you know what you're looking for. I can eat this by the spoonful. In fact, I'm going to right now. I actually recommend it. If you don't love coconut oil like me, and I know a lot of people don't, you can get it in capsules. Cook with it whenever you can. Eat it. I use it on my skin. I use it for a lot of things, but it's so good for you. Great for gut health. I love it. I love it. I love all things coconut. Get coconut in your life. It is a game changer. Okay, and so the other thing is fiber, being cautious about the type of fiber that you're getting into your life. So like I said, when clients come to me, that is the number one thing that we look at is, are they getting enough fiber? Between 35 grams to 50 grams. But if this is new for you, you're going to want to go slow. Add it a little bit at a time. Kind of look and see if you can kind of measure what you're already getting. Add maybe 5 grams extra a week. So if you only have about 5 grams of fiber a day, start with 10 and then work your way up so that the body can adjust and get used to it. Make sure that you're drinking your water so that you don't have unpleasurable effects. We want soluble and insoluble. And one thing that I love, not a full loaf of bread, but my bread that I make. And funny, this one isn't as big and beautiful because I went back to some old tips. Any of you fresh milled flour people, I'm going to share that soon. But this is still delicious. But anyways, this has soluble and insoluble. Great source. In fact, I would say one of the best sources. I will have one piece of toast at some point today. Another great source of fiber is beta-glucan. I started taking beta-glucan. In fact, I'll show you that. I started taking beta-glucan every day, and oh my gosh, this has been a major game changer. So beta-glucan is that gelatinous that you see when you're making oatmeal, you know, when it starts to cook up and you can kind of see that gel forming. Beta-glucan. And there's different types of fiber that are gelatinous, and they're all excellent. So psyllium husk, chia seeds when they're hydrated, only eat chia seeds when they're hydrated, which is excellent for gut health. But beta-glucan, amazing. This has been the best brand I found. This is from Azure Standard, and you can order them direct to your home. The shipping wasn't that much, or you can sign up for Azure Standard. I have some Azure Standard hauls if you're interested, where you can see all the things that you get. And this is a drop ship company. You order the things and you go pick them up, but oh my gosh, they have got so many things. In fact, the cottage cheese that I was using, Nancy's, they've got excellent butter, excellent cheese. Anyway, this wasn't about that, but I do love this company. And anyway, beta-glucan is an excellent form of fiber. Some of the other things that you need to pay attention to is movement. In order to have a healthy gut, we have got to be moving, because that's what helps to keep things flowing. People want to skip that part. So I have a program. I'm a nutritional wellness coach. Gut health is my specialty. I look through a biblical lens. I have people go through my program. It is 3 months. My actual in-depth program is 3 months. And a lot of people still want to go through some extra sessions. They'll schedule maybe 4 weeks out, and then 3 months out, and then 6 months out, just like for some checkpoints to make sure that they are staying on track. And many times that year comes and they're like, I'm still not getting to where I need to be. We'll go through all the things, and the one thing that's missing is working out, exercising, movement, whatever you want to call it. So you've got to move your body. And this is one thing that hit hard with me once I started in menopause was, yes, I was moving my body, but not early enough. And so I've just had to switch up everything. And the health coach had to coach the health coach. And so now I'm getting out first thing in the morning, making sure I'm jumping on my trampoline. We're doing little workout snacks where I just will plug in 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, get my DW in, which is my digestion walk after dinner, still working out, plugging it in a little here and a little there, which makes all the difference and really has everything to do with preventing gut dysfunction. I want to thank you so much for watching, and please leave me a comment. Let me know where you are in your health journey, how you're feeling, what are some of the things that you are implementing to improve. I want this to be a community where we can share. People can read the comments, learn, grow, share recipes, things to really help us on our health journey so that we don't feel so lonely, like the only one trying to get through this. And if this information is appealing to you, be sure to watch the next video.